Good morning, WPA students and teachers. This is Mr. Vic. Today is October 29th. It is Wednesday. Many people call it Hump Day because we've reached the middle of the week, but we're a long way from done. We have so much more to do this week in order to wrap up the month of October. So, shout out to everybody who went to Choice Fair last night. If you did, Choice Fair was held at Washington High School. We had several people out there, several students as well. I heard you guys represented us well. Thank you to all the teachers who stopped out there. I think Mr. Bailey was out there. Miss Reese was out there. The Adamses were out there. I heard we had a great representation. A great amount of people came through, were interested in Warrenton Preparatory Academy and our high school expansion. And we even had a parent call first thing this morning interested in having some questions. So, guys, I believe the future of Warrenton Preparatory Academy is bright. What I'm going to be doing, because I believe you guys need to hear from me first thing in the morning. What I noticed yesterday was a lot of chaos moving throughout the hallway. Now, some of that is to be expected. We did make a change. Formerly, under our old schedule, there were some classes that were blocked, so not everybody moved at once. But what we have now is everyone moving at one time. And with that being said, we have to prepare for that and do things the right way. One of the things I want you to be reminded of is you need to walk, not run, walk on the right side. Here in the United States of America, we drive on the right side. Therefore, you are conditioned to stay on the right side. When you're grouped up in 4 or 5 people and people are trying to get by, that is how people run into each other. And sometimes that creates a conflict. We need to walk on the right side. If you're talking to a group of people and you see yourself getting ready to engage and cross paths with somebody else, move to the right. Somebody needs to fall behind and move to the right and stay in the line. Same thing we do when we're lining up for classes. We line up for our classes outside the door in many cases, and we just stay there and stay put and stay in a line. We don't need to be spreading ourselves out. So with all this transition going on, folks, what I'm looking for is you to be quiet, to be walking, to be moving with purpose. I always like to say move with purpose. That means you're moving like you have somewhere to be. Now, we've given you a little bit more time between classes to get where you need to be, with the exception of that little time around lunchtime. Around lunchtime, our transition is about 3 minutes. We do recognize that some of you guys will be late, and I will be talking with teachers about how to give you a little bit of flexibility during that little small window. But every other window, you have about 5 minutes to get where you need to be. Now, I'm always angry. I always get angered when I see people walk all the way down to one end and then come back and you're late for class. Again, you're moving with purpose. Go where you need to be. Don't ever be out of area. That is how we're going to start doing those hall sweeps. You get caught up, and you're going to be placed in ILR. Now, ILR will be opening up. I've already been talking to Mr. Nicholson about that. We've been planning. He's been getting some feedback. We're getting that room ready. But guys, you need to be where you're supposed to be. Headphones, phones, all that stuff needs to be up. I think we're slipping when it comes to expectations around your behavior, and that's going to determine everything that we do going forward. Now, I must tell you that our field trip is going to be rescheduled. We're not going to be doing it this week. There's some things that we need to turn in as far as paperwork wise. We're going to move that field trip to the skating rink until next Friday. Next Thursday, I would like to hold our first quarter award ceremony. We're going to be doing a special exclusive award ceremony held in the media center. I'm working with several people on that, including Miss Reese. A few other teachers have gotten an email from me about how we're going to do that timeline. Now, we'll take checking your first quarter grades. It's going to be for our AB honor roll and perfect attendance students. Want to make sure we celebrate those students, and I also invite your parents out. So look forward to information on that. Your parents will be getting an individual email from me inviting them to come out to the award ceremony. Yesterday, we had a major conflict in one of our classes because people did not make the right decision. Folks, you got to think for yourself. You got to think for yourself and disengage whenever there's conflict. There's no need to carry forth and be getting into a situation where students who've never gotten in trouble before find themselves making bad choices. A lot of that comes down to peer pressure. Yesterday, when the conflict happened, Mr. Lovely ended up talking to about 4 or 5 students who chose to take their phones out and make a dumb decision to try to record things. Now, excuse my language on that. I don't know how else to say it, but it was a dumb decision. Because you, again, guys, I'm always offended when people would rather celebrate people making bad decisions than celebrate people making good decisions. We need to be a school that celebrates our students making positive decisions. But that's all. I'm not going to go on that soapbox anymore. But I need to see a better movement along the hallways. I need to see people being quiet. I need to see people going where they need to be. I need to see people respecting the learning environment, respecting our school, respecting our campus, and showing us the best of what Warrenton can be. That is what I'm going to be looking for today. I need to see polite students. I need to see students with a high amount of virtue, a high amount of integrity, high amount of respect for this campus, the teachers, and everything that we have going on here. That is what I'm looking for.
Teachers and staff, please head to your duty stations. Again, please head to your duty stations, and teachers, please be at your doors ready to receive our students. Thank you.
All right. And I'm going to echo what was just shared over the intercom. Let's be out in the hallway, be present. Everybody needs to be, because we're moving so many students. We need to make sure that we have visibility and monitoring everyone in the building. That's what we need to do. Let's monitor. Let's do it at a high level. Let's be great. Let's have a wonderful Wednesday. With that being said, let's stand for our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a great day.